Pulse.
So let's start with the Pulse. I love this girl's hair on the front page.
The model.
The
right?
model.
Oh.
The module.
They always look good. I mean, it's Pulse.
It is Pulse.
You have to respect the cover girls. And this particular one is called Velma, and she's, as usual, 19. Looking good.
Do you guys
Usual.
think Pulse should have like a
42-year-old
30-year-old
women, yeah.
Yeah?
I think they feel left out. Why don't you guys have a segment?
They're not supposed to read Pulse, though.
Thank you. They're not
Oh,
your
really?
TA.
That's not a target audience.
No.
Okay. Well, let's get started on page 3. You have a...
No,
No? You want to see a 30-year-old?
no.
Would you want to see anything?
A guy?
A guy?
Guys, yeah, the back. Topless guys.
No, there's no topless
No,
guy.
they're usually girls most of the times, actually. Yeah, how come you don't put guys?
You mean you'd like to see a cover guy? Oh,
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
What would I be doing with a girl?
Like a
that sounds
Cristiano
like a racing
Ronaldo.
magazine or something. Like the Masters.
Try it,
and
you
all
probably
that.
would be able to see why. It would look good. Target market girls looking at it.
Yeah, and then he's doing something.
And then these 19-year-old
Like
girls will be
Hercules.
looking at that guy.
Really?
Six
Yeah.
pack completed.
All
Change
right.
the game. Change the game a little. Twist
My
it up.
boss is hearing me, so yeah, we will try that.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, let's get to page 3, The Loft. You guys just said you've not watched it. I'm so disappointed. Have you?
No, I haven't, but I've checked the reviews and all that, so. What about it?
Tell us about it. You watch
What
it.
about
Let
it?
me
You watched
tell
it?
you about it.
No spoilers.
Was it about the movie or the experience you had on the movie?
You mean the experience?
Very toned-looking men walking out.
Firstly, the men are looking good. They actually don't work out. There's no scene they're working out. But it's a really interesting movie. And the reviews here on page 3, have you guys managed to read that? We have who Kwamboka has analyzed some of what she thought about the movie. That at some point it feels more of a cautionary tale of the consequences of cheating on your wife. And yeah, and then there's, anyway, it's an interesting 4 guys married. And the loft is literally a loft that they choose to have. And they can do their shenanigans, rendezvous there, instead of, you know, the hotel where you might get caught by your wife, the receipts, the bills and stuff. So yeah, whenever it's your time, they each get a key and you can go and do. So until this one time, they
Do
find
what?
Do. Just do.
Do the deed.
do the deed.
All right.
Yeah. So until this one time, they find this body, you know, dead girl on the bed, and yeah, it's an interesting story.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And this guy for Prison Break is one of the actors.
Which one? The gay one or the non-gay?
The main
Scofield.
character.
Schofield.
I'm sure he's with a guy, right? No?
No, they're all
Is it a chick?
straight in the movie.
In the
But he
movie.
can act straight.
But he doesn't look like Schofield in this photo.
I know he's
looks
He's
geeky.
lost it a bit. I mean, he used to be hotter. Maybe it's because of the
For the movie.
spectacles.
Maybe it's a
Oh,
role.
yeah, he looks strange, like a serial killer.
He's
On this
he's
picture
statistic,
right here. On this picture.
Yeah, I
We'll
used,
check
I
it
used to
out.
die for him on
Until I found out what,
yeah.
playing for whichever team.
Is that the reason why you didn't go watch the movie, or?
I will watch it now.
Right.
Sophia has talked about it quite well.
Right.
I have no choice.
I will watch the book.
What have you guys watched recently?
Nothing recently. I just got be going through something, and so
Your movie guy traveling.
I kept it on the download. But
Okay.
yes, come next week and all that.
Oshin,
50 Shades of Grey.
you watched it?
I watched it finally after waiting for it. Not that my
You
friend
watched
is
it
a
in Kenya?
In
huge
Kenya
fan.
or in Tanzania?
No, I went abroad if the government is watching.
Yeah, let's go research.
I was abroad.
What did you think of it?
Honestly, it was very lackluster. There was just like 2 scenes in the entire movie that were good, and both of them, they were on like one in a helicopter, one in a plane. It was so boring. I don't know how they made 83 million
I
the
know.
first day.
Yeah.
They're gonna make
Sales.
more.
Gonna make
It's just the hype. That
Like,
was
it's
a
even less
waste.
than your Kawaida movie, which has this
Oh
scenes.
my God.
You know, it falls way below. You thought it would be just a thin line between, you know, the very racy ones.
Guys were expecting
No,
more.
it's not
change.
even that. Just the story, the delivery,
story, yeah.
everything was so boring. I kept on fast forwarding after waiting for it for so long. I was so
That's the problem
disappointed.
with you guys. What do you want?
I think they want
What was
some
it hyped for?
intense
What
Yeah,
was
well,
there?
It was hyped for that. So
Read the book
I was
for that.
watching and I was like, so when are we getting to it?
In fact, like she said, somebody said you just need to read the book actually, and
let's
not
read the book.
not the movie.
Now that I've watched the
I
movie,
haven't-
notice,
I
what
haven't
have you
seen
watched
it either.
recently?
Not much in terms of movies. I got finally to take a look at that Empire. I like it more than the
Yeah.
music. I think the acting is intense, totally
Oh, Cookie is
beautiful,
amazing.
totally beautiful. But more than that, it's just that industry. This hip hop. Bring it live. Yesterday actually they were having the finale on where it's happening, and Snoop actually did. They did merge what do you call it? The act with. What
Yeah,
was
even
real. That
Jennifer
was
Hudson
totally
should perform?
beautiful.
Yeah,
Yes.
not Hudson. Jennifer what?
Hudson.
Yes, Hudson.
Yes, the one.
Jennifer Hudson.
Yes.
Jay had.
Actually, yeah.
Patsy
Yeah.
Bell was
So-
also-
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's really beautiful. But also, I think artists have really also been coming up and getting videos out. Amani got her song last week. That was nice. Habida. I'm not sure if you've heard them. They got the song last week as well. I saw Tupizo finally also got his song out.
Right.
So yes, been watching some of those and looking forward to the Bahati one. I don't know how Lava works.
Bahati
Looking
Tena.
forward. Yeah, looking forward to that as well. I think it's dropping sometime today. So yes.
Okay.
All the things
Are
I've
you
been
looking
at.
forward to Willie Paul's new thing, which is also
Willie
said to be-
Paul-
Did he find a wife?
Is there a wife?
No, there's no
Not in
wife.
reels or just in a song?
But whichever way, I will still be looking
It's a
forward.
dancehall sort of reggae thing, which is not what we're used to.
Yeah.
Having
Okay, before we look at one more story in here, what have you watched recently?
Nothing really. I've been reading.
Oh, I got House of Cards.
Oh, you
I
did?
think I watched it.
I get really bored quickly. Like I was trying to watch the House of Cards. I think I did like 3-4 episodes. Then I got bored. Then I put in Scandal. Then I got 2 episodes. Then I got bored.
What's wrong with you?
I put up a challenge to myself.
You're just not
I
a.
put up a challenge to myself. The entire year, I'm reading a book a week.
Oh, beautiful. So what are we reading this week? I could give
I
us-
am doing David and Goliath by Malcolm Gladwell.
Oh, beautiful.
Amen.
That
Great
is
stuff.
quite nice. Okay.
On the spotlight on page 6, some have accused the media of having put this woman, given her too much attention, Laura, and the Pulse
Laura,
is
okay.
continuing with that spotlight.
Yes.
Why?
Because we just think this is not the kind of thing you're used to, because this somebody who is totally unknown, and the reasons for her fame are something that you'd want to follow up. And now she says she's in music now and going on TV and all that kind of thing, and she comes and says there was no Nigerian, there was no blah blah blah, and I think it's a scoop of sorts. Pulse is just taking it from a different angle.
Okay. And she says she's not married and not interested in it or children.
She's
What do you think
not,
we
she's
should-
not making babies.
Yeah.
Well, she's how old now? 27?
Yeah.
Time will come. I think at this age, most women are not into marriage nowadays, not into having babies, just want to live life, have fun. Do you?
Do you?
Yeah.
I think we've had quite a bit of her. Have you had enough? Are you
Kenya
tired
is
of that
interesting
story?
like that. I'm not shocked. I think it is well orchestrated, really best laid plans.
Orchestrated by whom?
Whoever it is, kudos. Very well done. I like.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we are a pitiful society, if you ask me. We are. That we can sit the 5 of us and discuss this is.
Yeah, let's
Very-
move on.
very
On
crazy.
page 14, second
Really?
feature, Riverwood Awards that happened. That was
Is that the Mshamba
last week. And he's coming, Mshamba.
It was Mshamba's day.
Some Mshamba's day. Eh?
Yeah.
That one Mshamba guy is very Mshamba, but yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about this.
Riverwood is just basically about the movie film industry in Kenya. I'll just acknowledge the best, and I think it's just getting better every other year. It started small. Kenya would acknowledge that,
Yes.
and I think they're getting somewhere. That the film industry can be recognized as, for lack of a better word, as an institution that is supporting so many young people, and we're seeing more better, if not really films, stuff coming on TV in terms of comedy and drama stuff, and I think they're justified really to have an annual thing that supports the film
Yeah.
industry.
What do you think of Riverwood? Have we gotten to that place that a lot of people will support to be into the industry?
I think we're getting there. We're not yet there. Yeah, with bigger movies, when they have premieres and all that stuff, and they get the right people there, there's always a hype about it. Everybody wants to watch it. But there's so many movies that come up from Riverwood, from Kenyan film industry, that we don't even know about until we see them on Africa Magic, and it's those short movies. Nobody talks about it. We don't really have Kenyan movie reviews in our papers. We need to support it individually and as media.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is it the failure of the media to support that's getting the industry to suffer? What other loopholes do you see in the industry?
I think as it is, we must give kudos where it is due. I think Mageria is doing great of putting this together. A few years back, this was not even heard of. But then you see everybody has gone digital, and you know that now. What it means for me and for this industry is that you can watch Mshamba whenever you want to watch Mshamba, wherever you want to watch Mshamba. And the possibility would be that Cast TV, any other whatever TV in whatever locality would be able to carry this. What it does mean, therefore, is that content providers, you are free to go and do everything that would be able to work. And nobody, no big body somewhere has to say that this thing must only be on Africa Magic or it has only to be on this platform. I think it is brilliant what's going on right now.
Eric?
I wouldn't agree more. I think it's really nice that we're getting to recognize our talent and more of that need to be done.
All right. Today you're a man of few words. Gee.
He's a man.
He travels.
No,
He has jet lag.
Are you okay?
No, he has jet lag.
He came from abroad, from watching 50 Shades.
Wait, in Dubai?
Oh man, no, I was around.
What have you been up to?
Why?
Did you sleep last night?
I did. I know a lot of people who didn't. but
No,
I'm not
what do you
one of them.
mean? What do you mean?
But why? Stevens is not talking.
No, he said Solo didn't sleep, so he didn't show up.
So Solo is not here. So where was he? Was he with Solo?
Solo told me he has some eye infection. Solo, oh, sorry.
The eyes are red.
The eyes are red. That's not the world.
It's not working hard, really. I mean, it's the industry. Really have to
That
support
is,
it
no, it's
every
not
time.
out of work. But
He
his
was
eyes are
playing
red.
hard.
He's playing hard.
I know what causes eyes to be red.
What
so no,
causes-
I know what causes eyes.
So look,
Solo
feel
will
you.
miss you. Okay, well, on final story here, Nairobi showbiz windfall. So did someone suggest that the showbiz scene is dead, even as the local music industry continues to struggle as most artists play second fiddle to their Nigerian counterparts? Nairobi City maintains its lead as the preferred showbiz sport.
A story which I like, 15 minutes. The thing is, everybody is trying to say, well, we don't see a lot of music coming out. She just talked about, I mean, a number of videos coming out in a single week. There's a lot of music for us to consume, but sometimes we
what
basically
kind of music?
don't seem to acknowledge what we have, what we're making,
Exactly.
what our guys are working hard on, and the crazy thing is, like, for example, this weekend and next weekend, a couple of artists coming from all over the world. Akon, you're talking about Diamond, you're talking about Davido and all those guys, and the hype is there.
Davido's coming.
Yeah, Davido will be here.
yes.
Yeah.
What
He'll be
for?
next week.
Next week on 29th, he's performing.
He has a concert at the Carnival.
When?
Oh, a few Nigerians.
Nice.
He has a concert.
Nice.
Sorry, by the way.
And that's a
See,
reaction you
now we're
get from
excited about
everybody.
the Nigerians.
You know.
Nigerians are good guys, people. Embrace them.
Yeah, no, we're embracing
Yes.
them.
Right. The thing is, Nairobi is one city that has every form of entertainment, and everybody seems to be attracted to come to Nairobi. Yet the Nairobian, I would say, artists who are here don't seem to be appreciated and getting what they're due. I mean, so basically that's a mood of us.
I think they
don't know.
are appreciated. I think appreciation is not really just being all over the place. Perhaps also other media outlets, okay, Pulse, Nairobian, Star, X, all these people who are there need to a little bit focus on what's important. I know, for example, that Rabbit will be launching his music next week on Friday, and it will be live.
Right.
And I know that there's an area like almost 14 artists who are going to support it. So that is quite good. I don't think that the industry needs outsiders to come and make it vibrant. By itself, it can be and should be vibrant.
I think it's how we package it, and again, that's why there's a whole Macha with something going on today and tomorrow.
Yes.
It's how we package our art. For me, it's, and actually saying all the media packages our guys and puts them out there for guys to know something is happening, and not just that, but also a collaborative effort between everybody, say the media, the artists, and all the other players in the industry, I'd say.
Machine?
Not just that, I think I agree with him what he says, how we package ourselves as Kenyan artists. But nowadays, we get to see that they're doing more. People like Victoria Kimani, she's been working with everybody everywhere. She has that song where she sounds Nigerian. She has another song where she sounds American. I'm not saying sound like other people. What I'm saying is have appeal for everybody. Don't box yourself in. And speaking of new releases, she and Vanessa Mdee, that name always confuses me. Sorry, Vanessa. They are dropping a new hit today.
Yes.
I know it's going to be a hit because it's
gonna be a
Victoria
hit,
Kimani.
Do you have any words?
No, I'm under pressure to talk as much.
No, you don't need
Well,
to
no,
talk.
You don't need to talk.
Well, to sum it up, I think,
wisdom,
I
you
think,
should
I
say.
think,
You know?
I think, I want to agree with Stevens in part that you know, we have artists who are doing a lot of good work that it comes across as though they are not appreciated. But to add on to that, I think the artists who are impeccable in their performance, in their art, in their diversity, as you say, I want to point out Sauti Sol. From
Sauti Sol.
Nishike to Surayako, they are taking Mahari, this time they're topless. I think Sauti Sol gets some of the biggest creams because of the work that they do. So if we'd have artists become serious, see to tupatie reggae unaruka, and then it's Jesus you're singing for, then 1 minute you are confused, you are killing yourself.
But that would also be quite nice because then it means we don't know what next. You know the allure of when you really do not know what
I
next.
think I would enjoy
That
some
mystery.
depth in crafts and art of people. I just don't like turuke tulienda kudunda tukakunywa maji.
There is a
Change
market
up
for
their
that.
sound. Some people
There is a
sound the
market
same
for
all the
that.
time.
There is a Dunda market out there.
Is there really?
There is a Dandia market
I
out
would think that is the reason as to why.
Nairobi CBD.
I think that is why. Listen, I want to look at why Davido would come and Sophia would ask, oh, Davido is coming. Would you ask the same about Kudunda?
No, but then
whatever?
you see,
and who would
Sophia,
have, and
this
could
is
those people
Sophia.
afford it?
Please.
Okay,
No,
no,
I
I'm
think-
just like, Sauti Sol would excite you, wouldn't it?
Oh, it is.
They
Nishike.
would.
So you see,
Not just that, it's also because Sauti Sol, they keep pushing themselves. They have a very African sound nowadays. They made a conscious decision to go African, but then it still has that global appeal.
Absolutely.
Nishike, we had people like Trey Songz singing along with them
Yes.
at the MTV Africa
And I think they employ
Awards.
some thought into the music,
Yeah.
which I think a lot of artists lack. I'm
All right.
sorry. Yeah.
Let's move on.